Nearly 24 people have died after an express train in India caught fire. It was travelling from Bangalore to Nanded and was full of sleeping passengers. A faulty air conditioning system may have caused the fire.
The fire broke out in a passenger compartment around 3 a.m. local time. Authorities fear the death toll could go higher. About 60 passengers were on board the train.
The train was bound for the central city of Nanded from Bangalore, the country's leading IT centre. The victims are believed to have been asleep when the fire broke out. In July of last year, 32 people died in a similar fire, also in Andhra Pradesh state.
We're at the Kothacheru railway station where the burnt 3-tier AC coach, the bogie number B1, has just been brought in. This is a burnt bogie coach really of the Bangalore-Nanded Express that went up in flames suddenly around 3:45 early this morning. 64 passengers were on board on this coach alone. 26 people have been confirmed dead. Out of them, 12 are women, 2 are children, 12 others men, male adults, who have been confirmed dead. Rescue officials who were part of this operation told us that they were pulling out bodies as late as 5 hours after the accident. Also, now the bodies have been shifted to a local mortuary. Their DNA tests are happening as well as post-mortems. Of course, officials also pointing out that there is very little really remaining that can identify the charred remains of these bodies. So they absolutely need DNA tests to establish identity of the passengers. And after that, they will be shifted to the Victoria Hospital in Bangalore, which is the closest government hospital from where handing over of those bodies can happen.
The injured have been admitted to a hospital in Puttaparthi. Expressing shock and grief over the loss of lives in the fire, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh spoke to Railways Minister Mallikarjun Kharge and inquired about the steps being taken for rescue and relief operations at the accident site. Meanwhile, ordering an inquiry into the incident, Railway Minister Mallikarjun Kharge announced an ex gratia amount of ₹5 lakh to the kin of the deceased and ₹1 lakh in case of grievous injuries and ₹50,000 for simple injuries.
As per our departmental report, it is a short circuit, they say, but I am not satisfied. I have instituted an inquiry under the chairmanship of Chairman Railway Board. He should inquire into the matter in detail and what are the deficiencies and who is responsible on those things.
Bangalore City railway station, and of course that ill-fated train was actually heading from Bangalore northwards when it met with that accident, and a helpline has been set up here at the city railway station with people receiving phone calls here as to with details talking about it. And over here actually he is actually answering a phone call from a concerned person to find out if his name is actually on the list. Listed, yeah? You have the list. So this is a list of the passengers in that bogie, and what is happening here is actually details of phone calls, people phoning in, anxious relatives phoning in to try and find out. Lots of calls have been and you have the details of the dead here also?
So no, still not came in anything.
So what are people asking? What information can you give them?
My person is traveling, the train is or not.
Okay. That is okay. So details being given here at the helpline to anxious relatives calling in as to whether the person they're asking about is actually traveling on the train is actually on that list. So the helpline, very busy here at the Bangalore railway station after the bad news came in this morning of so many people dead in that fire in that train which left from Bangalore late last night.
India's Prime Minister has expressed his shock and grief at the loss of life. The cause of the fire is unknown and investigation's been launched.